Number one, I am so lucky being here. I'm right now next to one of my heroes because he doesn't have shoes on. He has declared a state of poverty, and whatever he does is almost
it's voluntary. It's voluntary. It's not like a declaring bankruptcy, though. It's voluntary.
That's okay. Anyway, this is Matt Warner. He's our guest speaker for October. Highly, highly recommend you come and see him. Why don't you tell me? I mean, he was just here, like, actually came here to volunteer. He didn't come here to volunteer. He came here to buy things. Anyway, why don't you explain what's going on, what are you doing, and what's your plans for the next day? Okay.
Like Arnold said, my name is Matt Warner. I run a website and I have services to counsel people in raw food diet, but that's more peripheral. It's about a raw natural lifestyle, and it takes in all the aspects of lifestyle, not just diet. But diet is one of the easiest pathways into most people's lifestyles.
This is based on natural hygiene.
It's based on natural hygiene,
which I'm believing also.
Right,
but you're more in tune than I am.
Well, it's it's more about studying your body's physiology and chemistry, and eating the diet that's best for that, and also using nature as your guide. And what that boils down to, in short, is a diet of mostly fruits, and humans being frugivorous creatures, anthropods being frugivorous creatures. We thrive on a diet high in fruits and leafy greens, and there's certain rules that you can pick out that you can find in the physiological end. If you go into nature, certain things like nuts and seeds and when they're available, how hard they would be for us to access and get into, and then you look at how hard they are to digest and how they don't mix with other things. And there's all these things that you put together by using the examples from nature, and then you can check them against the actual physical science and chemistry and things like that.
You can be like me, monkey's my greatest teacher.
Yeah, there you go.
Good.
So.
And you go on a bike ride, good.
Yeah, and actually, and part of my lifestyle, as I try to align myself more with my philosophies, is I became car-free, so I ride my bike everywhere, and I've been looking for a better way to introduce this kind of lifestyle to people. I do the consultations and stuff, but I'm having a hard time with that because I'm finding it to be, the whole capitalist-driven lifestyle is hard for me to align with my philosophies based in nature. So I kind of hit a point where I said, you know what, I have to do what I feel is right, and in the spirit of the Naturmenschen and the Wandervogel and the natural hygiene movement in the early 1900s, late 1800s, in Ascona and Arnold and Hermann Hesse and the big artistic movement and all that stuff, there was a big drive to spread this message around. It created a really, really strong movement that sort of fell apart once it came to America and to California, and it was big there, and then it sort of got absorbed by pop culture and lost a lot of its power. But the philosophy and the message still stands strong 100 years later, and I want to sort of bring that back out there as a natural apostle and go out there and spread the message.
You're a natural apostle.
An apostle of nature would be the
that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, so I sort of taken a
modified... You're going to ride the bike.
Right, I'm taking a modified vow of poverty. I gave away everything.
A modified...
Gave away everything. I call it modified
because
because
it looks like Jesus.
I do have the...
I'm not really next to Jesus.
It's modified because I do have certain things I have to take care of. I'm continuing my naturopathic schooling, so I have to pay for things like that. I have to pay for food. I have to pay for the events I go to, all that kind of stuff. So I'm basically, it's a membership site. It's $8.95 a month subscription, and you get to follow me around. I'm going to be on my bicycle, staying out in nature. I'll be along the way. I'll be documenting my food log every day, my fitness log every day. I will be visiting health centers, yoga studios, health food stores.
You have the list mapped out already?
The list is going to be a rough list because I'm sure it's going to be modified.
How many miles do you plan on riding a day, by the way?
A day? Depending on the day, like on a travel day, I'll probably try to do 200 to 300 miles.
200 to 300 miles per day? Are you serious?
Well, yeah. I mean, depending on
300 miles per day.
On the topography and stuff. Because certain days I want to get a lot of traveling in, and other days
how many miles is that per hour?
Well, if I do 10 hours, it's
20 miles per hour.
20 miles per hour.
That's
but I'll
pretty.
probably
doable?
That's doable on a good surface. But if it's hilly, I'll probably end up traveling for like 13 hours. And then get.
So you want to get your goal is every day to 200 miles. You want
not every day, because some days I'll be meeting with people and at events. And
right.
Like
so
that.
you can go across country in 5 days.
Well, the race across America is
10 days. If you do 300 miles an hour, 10 days.
Yeah, that's how usually what the race across America is. So that's my goal, and maybe I'll meet that, maybe I won't. But I like to set higher goals for myself.
You do.
Yeah. You do. So during this journey, I'll be documenting all this, and the website is sort of a magazine-based.
This is now about 10, 11 minutes, by the way.
And
4.5 now.
Oh, good. We got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. So it's a magazine formatted website, and every week it'll be updated at least. So it's basically you're getting an issue of a magazine every week for $8.99 a month. And like I said, there's a certain quota I have to meet to keep the journey alive. It's not anything for it's a not-for-profit, but to keep the journey alive, I have to meet a certain amount per month. That's going to be documented on the page on the financial disclosure. It's about $1,000.
They make $1,000.
Yeah. So anything above $1,000, and that's going to be disclosed on the site. It's going to go straight to farm.
What site is it?
Oh yeah, it's the site is the project is called Pilgrimage to the Heart of Nature.
Pilgrimage to the Heart of Nature.
Pilgrimage to the Heart of Nature, but the
website
website
can't
is
spell.
Well, the website is easy. It's naturespilgrim.com.
Nature's.
Naturespilgrim.com.
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim is Pilgrim. It's all.
And you're gonna do this. You abstain from took an oath of poverty.
Basically, it sounds more dramatic when you say take an oath of poverty. Basically, it just means it's a not-for-profit, and my life is now on the road. My home is now on the road, teaching and spreading the word.
So you need $1,000 to cover your books.
Cover my a bill I have from the cafe I used to have. I need to cover
back.
Wow. I gotta pay for my schooling, and I gotta pay for food, and then I need money to pay for for events and access to certain areas and things like that. Because I want to be visiting different.
Maybe they can make a movie of you.
What's that?
Maybe somebody make a movie.
Well, this is kind of a living movie. If anybody wants to, yeah, I don't really want to camera crew around stuff like that. No, today I had to take. I have to go pick up a bunch of big stuff for a friend who's sick, and she needs me to take stuff around for her. So today I don't have my bike.
So we can't ride your bike.
Yeah, plus it's pouring and it's going to be a storm.
What's a little rain?
Right. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Huh?
Right.
So naturespilgrim.com. And it's going to follow and document the journey.
By the way, do you ever wear shoes? By the way,
when I'm in public and they make me, I carry them in my purse. They're my shoes. I carry them in my purse, and then if I go to a place where people get uptight about it, I put them on so I can go in and get food or whatever. But I practice. The thing is, when you don't wear shoes and your feet get tough and you can walk on stuff, you would think that you get less sensitive. But the opposite happens. Your feet get super sensitive. You wake up all these hidden nerves and unused nerves and muscles, and it's just the sensation comes back. And the feet are a very sensitive part that can reach the whole body. And basically, when you walk around, it's almost like an acupressure kind of feeling, and it's a really good way to connect. And those are the kind of things that I want to spread.
How about your hair?
Find people. Yeah. Well, the hair, the dreadlocks. That's a way to keep the hair that you have. It's long hair. And once you let it knot up like that, you keep it clean. One of the myths is that dreadlocks don't get washed, but if you don't wash them, they won't lock because they're oily. So if you wash and make sure they're clean, but just don't brush them, they'll turn into these dreadlocks. And you can have your long hair, and then this hair serves a lot of good purposes, especially out in nature, it protects you and things like that. But you don't have to worry about brushing it and combing it.
And what's your diet going to be when you ride these bikes?
My diet's going to be what it is now, and it's going to be 100% raw vegan.
You want me to get it and you tape him? You sure?
I got it. We'll let it ring.
Raw vegan fruitarian, and it's going to be basically what I eat is about
There's no dope required.
85%. No, about 85% sweet fruits.
85% sweet fruits.
And
that would mean bananas.
Bananas, dates. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to always have a couple cases of dates on the bike because dates are the best for travel. They're very high calorie. You can fit I can get 2 cases of dates on my bike.
2 cases. That's 48 pounds.
And then I'm going to be.
That's 48 pounds of dates.
Well, my trailer holds.
You just bought what?
My trailer holds 180 pounds. So
your trailer holds 180 pounds.
Yeah.
So you have a bike and then you have a trailer.
Bike trailer, yeah.
So
it's like a square wagon that hooks onto.
So you're gonna ride the bike, you ride 200 miles a day on the bike. 180 pounds.
Of dates.
Of dates. And whoever says you need a date, no. I'm all date up for at least. Yeah, so
I'm going to have the dates because there's probably going to be points where there's big stretches in between places where I can get fresh produce.
That's right.
But I'm going to show people that for all over the world, all over the continents, because I'm going to eventually travel into Central and South America.
Wow.
You can get the food and you can make it work.
9 minutes.
9 minutes. And how many people think will join you? You'd be like Forrest Gump. You hear that? I know someone looking for a partner.
Yeah.
Hey, you finish, Arnold.
No, that's okay. I'm just letting rain. Cares. This is more important.
So basically, I don't know how many people are going to join up, and if people want to join me for certain legs of the trip or meet me certain places, that'd be great. But
talk about the where the profit goes again.
Oh, farmsanctuary.org. Farm Sanctuary is a really wonderful society, and the reason I chose it is because it's basically what I'm trying to do for people. They're trying to do for battery farm animals. They're rescuing animals from a very horrible, unnatural environment, and they're placing them into a farm sanctuary, which is open. There's 2 of them. One's in California, one's in Watkins Glen, New York, and it's just open land where they rehabilitate and they adopt out farm animals that get rescued from battery farm situations, factory farming, and henneries and things like that. So it's all the extra money is going to go straight to farm sanctuary. That's all going to be disclosed every month, how much goes to that. So that keeps it not for profit. And if anybody has a suggestion for if the site starts to get really big, generating a lot of money, if they have another suggestion for they want to split it up and go somewhere else, I'm open to that because it's going to be really driven by the members. It's our journey. It's everybody who joins can learn from it and have an impact and interact with it.
Well, and this is one of the reasons why Matt is my hero. I mean, beyond. I mean, I wish I could do. I can't. I could, but I don't want. I mean, I
You're
really.
doing your thing.
I do my thing. He does his thing. We both basically speak the same language. I don't know. But he's like 30, 40 times more pure than I am. I mean, now he talks it, he walks it all the time. Where I talk it, I walk it, but not 85, 90%. Yeah.
It's all relevant.
But this is the way it is. You know, what we're talking about is a country that's in desperate need of heroes who walk the walk, talk the talk, and that's one of my heroes. No doubt. I have very few heroes. Trust me, very few heroes. That's true. I mean, Matt, this is like the 3rd time we've been interviewed, right? 3rd or 4th.
11 minutes.
11 minutes? Okay, we got, last words, we gotta get it all.
naturespilgrim.com. Let me know what you think of the site. It's open for now. I'm gonna turn it into the member site in a little bit when I get on the road, and I'm just gonna tie up a few loose ends, and I'll be on the road and I'll be traveling.
$8.95 a month.
$8.95 a month, or it's $59.95 for a lifetime subscription.
Oh, man,
Wow.
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll have to do that. You're one of my heroes. Okay, and then he'll speak in October
Potluck.
16th, potluck. To all those guys who need a hero, to all those women who need a date.
I got a whole
Well, look at
trailer
it,
full of-
Okay, anyway, that's it. I think it's Matt. I'm big hug.
Aw.
Okay, take care. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Fabulous.